what's the best way to learn new things, new concepts and ideas, and make sure that you'll remember them forever? Rereading the entire textbook? Highlighting and color-coding every single line in the chapter? Flashcards? Well, while these methods have been used everywhere for decades, some of these have either been scientifically proven not to be really helpful, or simply too time-consuming. Spending, say, 10 hours to make flashcard set for an hour study session seems to be highly inefficient and downright boring. Oh, hi Darwin! As students ourselves, we know how tiresome studying can be. So we started with a simple concept of having this little rubber duck with AI to help you throughout this process. But it turns out to be way more than that. As it turns out, what makes talking to a rubber duck work, or what in the programming community is called rubber duck debugging, is not just the fact that it's more engaging, but because when we are trying to teach and explain things to someone who doesn't know anything about the subject at hand, the process itself helps us clarify, distill, and solidify these concepts in our head. This is called the protege effect, a scientifically proven phenomenon in which people learn more effectively while trying to teach that subject to someone else. That is, the best way to learn is to teach. And here's how to use Darwin to be a study companion, a little student of yours, if you will. First, we create a new doc, and we can pick from a selection of predefined topics, or pick our own. Say, we want to learn about the concept of a matrix from linear algebra. Now, Darwin will prompt you with a question, typically to explain the concept overall, and goes deeper down the rabbit hole to make sure you understand each and every bit of the material. Your job is to teach Darwin the doc as well as you possibly can, since like regular students, Darwin can be in different states of emotion, levels of understanding, and alertness. All of this is being updated in real time using stat bars and the cutesy 3D doc at the top right. This adds the human element to what would have been otherwise a rather robotic experience. After each turn, the system will tell you how well you did so far, what to improve, like whether explanations are clear and concise enough, how well you integrated examples, or how often you make connections to the previous ideas. What makes our experience effective, beyond the novelty of the little dog, is our gamified rubric system, which gauges your ability to teach, and therefore your understanding of these different concepts. In the background, we have two agents using Claude 3.5 running simultaneously, leveraging the Amazon Bedrock service. One is prompted as a little duck, Darwin, who's supposed to be a student who's very curious and doesn't really know much about the subject at hand. On the other hand, we have a system agent that is actively verifying the clarity and correctness of the user's input and provides them with recommendations on how to improve. All this is tied to our front-end frameworks and deployed using Amazon Amplify, which helps us streamline the entire process of development. This totally reverses the role AI typically has in the average student's experience. Instead of passively asking the AI to give and spoon-feed us information, we force the students to take control and be proactive in their own learning process. That's when we learn the most. Now, what are you waiting for? Go talk to Darwin and learn new things today.